So do you also use Razorpay to sell your products online? Then this video can be really helpful for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to log Razorpay payment details into Google Sheets for e-commerce tracking. So like you, I also regularly use Razorpay to sell my products online. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new payment from Razorpay, I want to add the payment details into my Google Sheets so that we can track them easily. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Razorpay and Google Sheets, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between Razorpay and Google Sheets. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create a connection between Razorpay and Google Sheets. But before we move on further and create this connection, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and right now our Independence Day sale is going on. So if you wish to purchase Pabbly Connect for a one-time price, today is a great day, because if you purchase it today, there will be no recurring fees forever. Alright, now without wasting any more time, let's move on further and create this connection. So for that, we have two options on our landing page. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application which is Pabbly Connect. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create a workflow, and now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is a stable and a familiar approach and ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now it is asking me for the workflow name, so I'm just going to simply enter the name of my workflow right over here, which is log Razorpay payment details in Google Sheets for e-commerce tracking. Now I'm just going to simply select the folder in which I want to save my workflow, which is automations. So on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. Alright, now after entering the workflow name and selecting the folder, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Razorpay. So I'm just going to search for Razorpay right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select it. Now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as payment captured and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect, it has given me a webhook URL. So what we have to do is we simply have to copy this webhook URL and open our Razorpay account. And after opening this Razorpay account, we have to go towards this left hand of the site, towards this developers, and then towards this webhook section. And after going towards this webhooks, we have to go towards this add new webhook. And now it is asking me for the webhook URLs. We simply have to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. For the secret, if you wish, you can definitely add add the secret, but this is not required, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. For the alert email, I'm just going to leave it as blank. Once again, this is not required. If you wish, you can definitely add it. Now it is asking me for the active events. So over here in my workflow, you can see it has clearly mentioned that select payment captured from active events section. Alright, so I'm just going to simply select payment captured right over here and click on this button which says create webhook. And once I'm just going to click on this button, with this we have successfully created a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect because we have successfully added the webhook URL in this Razorpay account. But now over here in my workflow, you can see it is saying waiting for webhook response. And how are we going to capture this webhook response? So to capture this webhook response, I'm just going to simply open my Razorpay dashboard. From the left hand of the side, I'm just going to go towards this payment pages. And now I'm just going to do the test submission by purchasing a product from here, which is this natural glow face toner. So I'm just going to simply copy this page URL and open it in a new tab, and I'm just going to simply purchase this product. Alright, so I'm just going to simply enter all of my details. This is the first name, the last name, the email address, phone number, street, city, state, pin code, and now for the product name, I'm just going to simply select it as face toner and click on this pay 550. And once I'm just going to click on this pay 550, over here it is asking me to select the payment method. So I'm just going to simply select UPI right over here. You can select any another payment method too. Now I'm just going to simply enter the UPI ID and click on this verify and pay. And once I'm just going to click on this verify and pay, yes, you can see it is saying open your Razorpay app and complete the payment. So I'm just going to simply complete this payment right over here. And once I'm just going to complete this payment, it is saying payment successful. So with this, we have successfully purchased this natural glow skin toner. Alright, so now I'm just going to simply open my workflow, and as you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same right over here. You're going to see all the details which we entered during the test submission have been captured right over here. And with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now I'm just going to simply add these details into my Google Sheets. But now I only want to create this automation for a single product, which is natural glow skincare face toner only. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply add a filter condition right over here in my workflow. That what is going to happen is that whenever this product is purchased, then only the details are going to be added in my Google Sheets. Otherwise, the workflow will stop right over here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply click on this add new action step. And now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select filter by Pabbly. It is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add conditions in your workflow. For the event, I'm just going to simply select filter values and click on this connect. Now for the label, I'm just going to simply select the label as product name. So as you can see that I have already created a field in this payment page of product name, and using that same product name only, I'm just going to add this filter condition. For the filter type, I'm just going to keep it as equals to, and for the value, I'm just going to keep it as face toner and click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely add this filter condition on the amount of the product too, or something else. It depends upon you. I've added a field of product name in my payment page, and I've added the filter according to that. So yes, you can see that with this we have successfully received this message. This says the condition is true. This means that now this workflow can move on further. But if this condition is false, the workflow is going to stop right over here. Now I'm just going to move in further and add these details into my Google Sheets. So to do this, I'm just going to simply click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select Google Sheets. And now for the action event, I'm just going to simply select it as add new row and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in with Google, Pabbly is asking me to select the Gmail account with the help of which we're going to create this connection. Alright, so I'm just going to simply select the Gmail account right over here, and now Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So I'm simply going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. And yes, you can see that with this we have successfully created a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So you can also give Pabbly all the permissions. Your data is perfectly secure with us. You don't have to worry. Alright, now I'm just going to simply select the spreadsheet in which I want to add the details. So as you can see, the name of my spreadsheet is Razorpay Payments. So I'm just going to simply select the same spreadsheet, which is Razorpay Payments. Now after selecting the spreadsheet, I'm just going to select the sheet and move on further. It is asking me for the order ID. So I'm just going to simply add the order ID right over here by typing it like this. But now I'm not going to enter the details by typing it manually, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply map this order ID right over here. And now this order ID and the rest of the details are going to change with every new response received. For the name, I'm just going to simply map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. So one by one, I'm just going to map all the details which I want to add in my Google Sheets. Like I'm mapping, you also have to map all the details which you want to add in your Google Sheets. I'm just going to simply map the payment method, the street address, and then the city right over here. And after mapping all of these details, I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these details in our Google Sheets. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, the details have been added. And with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. But now I'm just going to test this in real time. Let's say I'm just going to purchase this product once again, but this time with the new details, and this time with the new payment method too. Alright, so I'm just going to go back. Let's say I'm just going to purchase this product as testing user. This time I'm just going to simply enter all of my details and click on this pay 550. So I'm using a test mode right over here in order to do the payments. So I'm just going to go towards this net banking, and now I'm just going to purchase this product once again. So I'm just going to click on this success, and I'm just going to successfully purchase this product. For that, I'm just going to simply wait for a few seconds, and as you can see that we have successfully purchased this product. And now after purchasing this product, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to directly open my Google Sheets. And as you can see, within seconds and in real time, the details have been added right over here in my Google Sheets. Be it the order ID, the name, the email, the phone number, the payment method which we changed, the address, and the city. All the details are exactly the same which we entered during our test submission. And now go and try this amazing automation for your own business too, because like I showed you, now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. We have to just sit back and relax, and all of this is going to happen in backend. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own e-commerce store, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.